Hey everybody, coming on live today for a few reasons. Number one, I'm a little fired up. And the reason why I'm fired up is because there are so many people in our community, but also just out there that want to start nutrition coaching, that should be coaching. They'd be really, really good coaches. They would help people. They could create a business for themselves, for their families, flexible capacity, but they're just not doing it. And I think I know the reason why. Pretty certain about it, actually. The reason why is because when you really want to do something like this, you think about all the things that you could do and should do, and it becomes really overwhelming, and you end up not knowing what the next step is. So today, I want to give you what I feel like, in my experience, after training hundreds of coaches, certifying hundreds of coaches, creating my own nutrition coaching business, being an online coach specifically for the last 15 years. I want to give you what the next step is because, especially at the beginning, I learned this lesson the hard way around what I need to be doing. And a lot of times in your business, you kind of focus on things that are nice to do, or you don't take the steps at all, or you focus on things that you just don't need to be doing to get the business going. And it feels like you're making progress when in reality, it's just busy work. It's just stuff that isn't going to push the needle in your business. Could help you, feel like you're capable when in reality, it's not going to produce a result that's going to allow you to start the business, make money, and help more people. So I want to give you what the alternative is today. We can also make this interactive. So if you guys got some questions about this process, drop them in the comments there, or on the live stream, I guess would be the best answer. And I can address it right away, and I can work it into this coaching session here today. There also, chances are, the things that I outlined today could be helpful, but you might want a little more advice and strategy into how to work it into your own situation, because as individuals, we all have strengths and weaknesses and things that we should highlight, different situations in terms of like what you do for work, who you are socially, like what you could tap into. And sometimes that just takes an objective set of eyes to help you uncover that. So I'd also like to invite you into a private one-on-one coaching session where we could map out the next step to get started in your coaching business. That sounds interesting. Let me just grab the link before I forget here. Book into my calendar in the next few days. I have some space in the next few days to chat with you guys and map out an actual plan. Here's the link right there. Let me put that up on the screen as well. You can find that right there. Book into my calendar, and we can map out an individual strategy as well. So you can focus on not doing the nice to do things, but doing the need to do things. Let's talk about some of the need to do things, though. If there's anything that's super important when it comes to starting and growing your nutrition coaching business, the difference between the people that are doing this as a hobby and it is just a passion. All the coaches I know are passionate about this stuff, but the people that it remains kind of a passion and just like a fictional thing, the difference is they don't have paying clients. They don't have people that are taking it seriously enough to truly sign up with them and truly pay them for their services. So we need to focus some of our energy on this marketing side of things, in terms of like a lot of the big problems that you're facing is that like you just don't know how to get paying clients. The good news is those people are already all around you. It doesn't have to be this when I talk about marketing and stuff. Like no one's making you become, you don't need to become a social media influencer. You don't need to become a digital marketing expert. You just need to make it super obvious that there's a coaching opportunity. There's an opportunity to work with you. How do you make that obvious? Well, first off, you can just like literally you're going to have so many conversations over the next month with holidays, like social events, that type of stuff. When people ask you what's up with you, they probably already know you as someone that's interested in nutrition, health, and fitness. And thanks, Invincible Singh there. Thanks for tuning in. They probably already know you as the person that could help them. You just give them the opportunity to take that next step. So in the next conversation that you have, when someone's like, hey, what's new with you? Don't say, same old, or yeah, busy with the holidays. Say like, hey, I've been really actually working on setting up my nutrition coaching business. Do you know anyone interested in, following a nutrition plan that'll help them like lose some weight or gain some muscle or whatever it is that like the direction you want to take it? Just literally make that stuff obvious from the beginning. You could also, doesn't have to be in conversations, you could post this type of stuff on your social media. Even if you don't have a big following, even if you just have, like a standard Facebook page with 100 friends on it, that type of stuff. Literally, some of our best stories in the Nutrition Coaching Academy, people are afraid of putting this stuff out there, but they just need to make a public commitment that they have this going on and make it known. And people want to support you in that. They want to take that next step with you. So instead of spending all your time learning more about nutrition, just make it obvious that you're a coach that has an opportunity for other people. And you could put that up there on, it's like a Facebook post. Hey, many of you know that I've lived in the gym the last 15 years, and a huge part of my success has been paying attention to what I eat and learning more about the nutrition that's, fueled my results. I want to pass that along with you. So starting in the new year, I'm going to be taking on 3 nutrition clients at this introductory offer. Send me a message to claim one of those spots. When we've had our students, and one of the first things that we do in the Nutrition Coaching Academy, if you guys want some free value here, is literally just tell people that they're going down this path. I'm taking a new program. I'm learning to start coaching. I want you to be a part of it. Come support me here. Come check this out here. Fill out an application form to learn more about what it is I'm going to do and help you do. When people do that stuff, it's super obvious and straightforward, but the response can be like crazy, like 30 comments. People you never thought of you this way, but many of the people that are already in your network are like, I've been waiting for Dr. Marc to do this. This is amazing. Where do I sign up? Where do I take the next step? All those type of things. So I think that's how, like, you can't put the cart before the horse and focus on the need to do things. The nice to do things. You need to focus on the things that like are going to be like, you're not going to work on your coaching skills and become a better coach unless you have people that are willing to go down this path with you. So we got to focus on that way. Invisible Sing says you can start by posting more shorts videos as well, but comparatively lesser than shorts as they take less time to go viral and need more effort. You could do that stuff. I literally think for the people in this community, though, Invincible Sing, they literally just need to make it obvious that there's an opportunity to take that next step. Instead of being paralyzed around like, how am I going to do my coaching? What is it going to look like? What, where are these people going to come from? Do I need a website? Do I need, all this process? Like you will figure those things out. And number one, we have so many resources on how to help you figure that out by just publicly committing to this stuff, putting it out there, having some people expressing interest, and then coaching them through the process. A lot of these people, they don't know what coaching entails a lot of the times. And if you haven't been coached either before, like maybe you're learning a little bit more about like what it should look like and how you structure coaching check-ins and not having to do everything live and all that type of stuff. But they don't, like, you can work through the process of like the best way of actually developing your coaching is to do the coaching and to take that next step and put it out there that way. That's how you get this stuff started, and that's how you take the next step. Publicly committing, putting it out there, having some coaching conversations, taking people through the process. Maybe you're doing some assessments like in the free nutrition report that we work people through to provide some more value, start to look at like trends and how you help people and point some stuff out for them. That kind of insight most people have never had on an individual level. And it can go over really, really well. Like that's how you get this stuff started. Not by wondering what the next step is. The next step is getting people into into the process of working with them. And honestly, even that in itself, like people are like, oh, what am I going to do if someone says yes? Like you're going to have time to figure it out. Send me an email and I'll show you exactly what to do. But you're gonna have to, like, it's a process, right? It's gonna be a week, 2 weeks of like talking about what coaching looks like and the next step, and then kind of going from there. That would be like what I would do, because the next step is also a little bit like, you'll have time to figure it out. That's one of the biggest advantages of doing things in like a non-live capacity, is that like you can figure it out. But the good news is that people have already given you that nod of approval that they see you as the person that can help them, which is going to give you a boost of confidence as well, because you're going to see it as that. Who's got some questions? Invincible Singh says, I have an idea, like making videos on debunking health myths, because a lot of misinformation is revolving around nutrition. Yeah, there's tons of misinformation. If you feel like you want to, like, if you feel like there's a huge problem that people have, is like they don't know who to listen to, or they don't know who to trust, or they're getting confused, you can go down that path. I would also encourage you, though, just to make it obvious that like there's an opportunity to work with you. So instead of going too far down the path of like, here's what's right, focus on like what people already want, and just tell them that there's an opportunity that you can help them with that. Like, there's people already around you that want to go down that path with you. You just got to make it super obvious. And that's one of the most straightforward ways of getting this stuff going. Again, you're probably thinking, okay, that sounds good, but maybe I need a more like direct strategy for me that's individualized. I do have time over the next few days to walk you through that process. Take me up on that free strategy call that you can find in the comments, in the chat box here in the comments. If you're watching the replay of this, you'll also see it in the first link of the description. You can check it out that way. Steal some of my time. Let me guide you on this process. Coaching can make a huge difference. A lot of times we think, well, I got to figure this out. You don't need to figure it out alone. There's people that are just a few steps ahead of you, that can show you the path to what you need to be doing, especially based on your individual situation. Like, you need an objective set of eyes to be like, hey, you actually, it sounds like those people are here for you. Why don't you do something like this? Why don't you set up a presentation? Why don't you set up a lunch and learn? Why don't you do something along these lines? It sounds like you already have a coaching system. Like, why don't you do some sort of promotional thing where you do that for free for 7 days? Like, any of those things, like, you just need some guidance around what that would look like. How's that feel, gang? Pretty good? Give you the next step. Remember, you can't put the cart in front of the horse. You got to get people interested in this stuff. And you're going to be much more likely to follow through with this stuff when you have people that are already interested in it, because you feel accountable to them. Like, you want to do a good job. You want to take that next step. You want to get this stuff going, especially when people are already interested. Without that type of stuff, I wouldn't say it's a pipe dream, but it's just like, it's not close enough to reality that you'll actually follow through with it. So you stay stuck in what if land, paralyzed by what that next step is. And the next step should be attracting some people that could work with you so that you can follow through with your coaching. Hope you found that helpful today. Those are my thoughts around the next step to start nutrition coaching. If you're watching the replay, feel free to drop a question in the comments and I'll respond to it later, or take that next step and book in for a call with me, and we'll develop a plan for you in the next few days. Let me know how that sounds, gang. Thanks for spending some time with me. Chat soon. Bye.
Now, as great as all those tips are, maybe you're still wondering how to start or grow your nutrition coaching. Here's what I want you to do. Go to the first link down in the description below, and you'll get all the details on our Nutrition Coaching Academy certification. It's a 90-day program that'll give you everything you need to start nutrition coaching or to take your nutrition coaching business to the next level. Check out all the details down in the link below, and thanks for watching.